Alright. And we're live. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Michael and Rob here at Lake Michigan Angler. Thank you for joining us for our weekly fishing report. We got some stuff to talk about. We got some new stuff that came in. It's a trout opener for inland trout. There's some salmon fishing still going on. And another Okuma giveaway. This week we're going to be giving away let's see, we've got the Convector Pro Downrigger rod, which is a really nice rod from Okuma, and one of the new Coho A-series reels. So you'll have yourself a nice little downrigger setup for today. And all you're gonna have to do to enter is just type in chat. Say hello, say something, how fishing been for you, anything. We're gonna get your names written down. I'll do some reminders. We've got a couple folks still cashing out. Rob's here. He'll come back here, start writing down some names. Before we jump into the report and everything else, let us know how fish has been for you guys. What have you been fishing for? Where you've been fishing at? How's the fishing been? We'd love to hear how things have been going for you guys. And if you have any questions throughout any of the live, feel free to drop it in the chat, and we'll do our best to answer it. We were asked earlier before we went live, is night fishing from shore productive this time of year? I guess it can be. I think, in my experience, once the water gets really cold, I tend to see the opposite, where I tend to do better midday and early afternoon when that sun has kind of warmed up that water a little bit. But I don't think we're there quite yet. I think the water still on our side is still in the 60s, right, Rob?
Yeah, it's still in the 60s, still fairly warm.
Yeah.
But I at this point in the season, I think you can still catch them at night.
Yeah. Winter, I think, is where kind of what I was talking about in that time period. Hello to everyone. Hi, Kathy, Paul, Scott, everyone else. Good morning. Scott said he put his salmon boat away for this week. Okay. I know a lot of guys that have boats in the harbors are doing that. But if you have a small boat, I don't see a reason why. There's still we still got decent weather to get out, still fish around, and it'll be a good time. All right, let's see what else. So let's talk about stuff that we got in this week real quick. Rob, do you want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, we had a big surprise delivery of mostly Shimano stuff. So we're loaded up on Shimano TDR rods, Dakota reels. I got 600s with line counters, 600s without line counters. I've got lefties in 600s. I've got 800s without line counters, 800s with line counters. They gave us a whole bunch of Power Pro. So we're loaded up on Power Pro at 150, 300, and 1500 yard spools. So it's a good time to start spooling up. And what else we got? Shipment of Stratics came in. So if you're looking for a Stratic spinning reel, I've got those. What else came in? And all this stuff is available online as well right now. If you can't make it in the store, we got in Ninja boards, some divers, and then a whole box of baby spin doctors and super slims and stuff that I haven't had a chance to sort through yet. So got a bunch of that. Got in a few Okuma rods, a few ugly sticks, little everything, some spinning rods. I just got in some of the GLS custom inland spinning rods. Actually one of my favorite spinning rods for panfish and stuff. It's a 7-foot, the super soft tip. Got those in here. So yeah, I wasn't expecting to get any of that stuff anytime soon, but we've got it. So
got quite a few things there right in time for off season. Get yourself prepared for next year. Let's talk about the season opener for inland trout. While most of us wait for the Lake Michigan trout to slide in, it's a great time, especially for the kids, to get out there. If you're local in our area, we have Sand Pond, which is a lake where they or pond where they stock the trout, inland trout. Anywhere else near us that they do that? Is it just mostly Sand Pond? I think it's by us, the Sand Pond.
Yeah, the closest one here is the Sand Pond, and then you get into Cook County, and they've got
a bunch
Lake Blue and a whole bunch of other ones.
Yeah.
So I know there's one other one out further west in Lake County. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, you can always go to the Illinois DNR website, and they'll list all of the lakes, ponds where they stock them at. Quite a bunch are in Cook County for sure. So check that out.
How's that?
Let's see here. What else do we have in the chat? Questions about my downrigger rod from John. What type braid and pound test should I be using? So for your downrigger rod, John, if you're not bottom bouncing, if you're not deep water rigger fishing, right? Like we just did in our recent video for lake trout, you don't necessarily need braid. You can, but most folks are just running 20-pound mono, maybe 25 if there's a preference for that on the rigger rod. But if you were to go for a braid, well, like a 40-pound braid for
40 or 50.
Yeah,
is what I like, and either one's fine.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Let's see here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So Paul asked, I don't have skein but loose eggs to make egg sacs. So you think the kings or cohos in the river will bite tied sacks or no?
I think at this point in the season, they'll definitely start going after the spawn sacks.
There you go. Tie some up. Any idea where to start today out of North Point from Scott P?
Deep.
We did get a report. Want to share the...
Yeah, the last I heard, the thermocline was down like 130 feet. I'd probably start in 150 and just keep heading east if it were me. I haven't had too many reports, really. That's the only one I've had for last week. But if you want to stay out in front of North Point, I think the deeper the better.
Yeah. It sounds like we still got a lot of warm water stacked up. I think when I saw the eastern side of the lake, they flipped completely. It's pretty cold actually over there. And we still are in the 60s, low to mid 60s range. But per the one report that we did get from a guy who went out in the boat, Esperanza, they didn't find that thermocline to way down. I mean, they didn't break into the 50s. So still, even though it's 60s, it's getting better. It's better than 70. It's still not ideal for those silverfish that are out there and such. More closer to shore, we still have still kings are being caught in the harbors. The coho are running pretty good in the rivers. Talk about the root. A lot of fish are being caught over there. It's good numbers. I know last week we said about something like 400 they had surveyed or whatnot, and I think those numbers are still holding up. So if you want to take advantage of the fall run coho, they're there.
Yeah, and we're supposed to get some rain, I think, Tuesday, so that should help quite a bit.
Yeah, we did get rain the other day, like 2 days. I don't know if it was substantial enough to like raise the water levels, get the flow going, but any little bit helps. It's definitely been an interesting August and September. September and now October. Not a lot of rain. Although the winds have been a little bit better in the last week or so, making it more feasible to get out there and do some fishing. So you've got options to fish. Salty Walrus, good morning. Some big cohos are showing up in Port Washington. Just landed one as live stream started. There you go. So if you're up in Port, thanks for the update. That's Ken over there from Salty Walrus. Thank you, Ken. Benji said, how do the specs match up on that cold water to the current models? Well, if whoever wins this downrigger Okuma prize pack, this is the new Coldwater A-series. So if you guys are in the market, if you're shopping for a new Okuma cold water, just if you're looking for the new one, they are the A-series. Okay, so just make sure you know that if you're looking around, that's what you're looking for, the A-series. These guys have essentially, to sum it all up, when they first came out with the original cold waters, it was right around the same time where we collectively, as like Lake Michigan anglers, started creating and like doing the whole long line coppers and wire thing, right? So we adopted the cold water to what we were doing. They didn't create that cold water necessarily to fit that kind of fishing. What these A-series now, what they've done is they've actually designed these for us for our copper and wire lines. So we got a better drag system, which was one of the probably by far the biggest kind of gripe people had.
Dry drag on there.
Yeah, a dry drag. It's going to eliminate the creepage there, so you won't get that constant creepage.
It's definitely a smoother reel.
Yeah, definitely smoother. They've done a lot of internal upgrades and ball bearing stuff in there.
New pinion gear.
So it feels a lot better. The profile is actually a little bit slimmer, but they still retain the same spool size. So you're not losing any, spool size, but they made it just slightly a little bit more compact. Different colors, like aesthetically looks more pleasing, like this matte silver new star on here, so it makes it easier to make your adjustments pretty quickly. Very ergonomic. And the line counter is tuned right out of the box, like out of the factory, so you're supposed to get an accurate line counter on here. So those are just a quick rundown. And then the other thing too, here, the guide, they open it up a little bit more because, again, they designed these for us. So it's a little bit wider, allow the ball bearings and stuff that, for our long lines, copper lines, to go through it a lot easier. So that's a quick rundown on these reels. They're really nice. Really, really nice. When does the fall steelhead pier fishing season pick up?
There's a few that have shown up already. I think the water's going to have to cool off a lot. For me personally, I usually start catching them more around Thanksgiving. The ones that I've seen caught or heard of caught lately are still like summer run scamania that just kind of are still lingering around or just decided to come in. But I really like Thanksgiving in December, and it keeps getting better as it gets colder. My best time for those steelhead and the browns as well is usually, and you can't really predict this too easily, but usually the last week or two before it freezes up, if it freezes up.
Yeah, that's another question we're going to have to figure out. Jason Langford, when will we be able to catch coho on the south end? By south end, I'm guessing you mean like what, Chicago, Indiana? If so, it's kind of...
Historically, Indiana, you'll start catching them in February and early March. Every year is a little different. Some years we've seen January, but I think February is
safe bet.
A little safer bet. End of February in there. Just depends on the conditions. Yep,
definitely depends. But what helps them is they got the rivers out there. You got like the Trail Creek. They've got out of Portage and Michigan City. So that river water, has a lot of life in it and can be warmer than the lake water. So they'll attract those fish in closer to feed. So hang tight. They'll be around again. Will browns be near shore anytime soon? Dan asked, kind of what Rob said. November, like late November, December, when that water starts getting into like the upper 40s, mid 40s.
Yeah, that's really my favorite time to catch a steelhead. I like that more than spring steelhead. You can get the late fall, early winter steelhead.
Yeah.
To me, they're usually fresher fish.
They come in hungry.
That's fun. And I really like to catch them before they get all the way up into the river, but the river fishing for them is a blast too. Mm-hmm. So, definitely around Thanksgiving is when I would start hitting it hard. And if you want to hit them in the rivers, you just watch the stream flow of whichever river you want to fish. And when you see it spike up and start dropping, that's when you want to hit it.
There you go. Quick reminder for those that want to enter in to win the Okuma Downrigger prize pack. All you have to do is type in chat. Rob's writing your name down. Very, very simple. Say hello, say hi. If you haven't already done that, please do so you can enter yourself in to win, okay? Some older cold water grease in the drag went thick and sticky. Not good on a wire diver. Okay.
Yep. So the new ones are dry drags. So.
Yeah. Any custom baby spin doctor chartreuse dots?
I think I just got some in. I haven't sorted through the box, but I think they were on top of the box. So let me go look.
We'll go look real quick for you there, Russell. Good morning, guys. Thanks for doing these videos. Thank you, William. Hello, Keith. David, what's going on, man? Good to see you guys. All right, we're going to get all your names written down here in a second, all right? Look at Rob. Oh, yeah, look what Rob got.
Got him.
We do have those right there. All right. Got some more names. Rob's going to write those down. All right, so that's kind of an update right now as far as fishing near shore. Take advantage of it. There's fish to be caught. All right. Don't worry, Captain Dominic. We know you won already. If you've
not
already
writing your name down.
If you won already, you're not writing your name down. Let's talk about the trout inland trout season opener. We actually did, right? So yeah, we did. What I did want to do though is talk about some baits. So it's a great time to just take your kid out and catch some trout. They eat great because they're small, whatever, like 14 to 18 inches probably in that range, I'm guessing.
Yeah, 18 would be a pretty good one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of 12 inches, 11 inches, 13 inches in there.
Yeah. And opening weekend, they're hungry, and so it's pretty quick for your 5 fish limit. So we'll walk through a couple of baits here that we recommend. One of my favorites, actually, anytime I can cast a lure, I'm not super huge into like bobber fishing. For me personally, it just gets boring unless it's like for panfish, because then every drop they're just taking it, so it's a little more action going on. But one of my favorites, actually, downsizing, get these little flicker shads. I really like the size 5s, especially like the chrome blue or like the chrome black on top. Casting those guys out and just slowly reel them in and retrieve them back in. I've caught a ton of trout doing that. So don't overlook the little smaller flicker shads. They will go after them. Little Cleos, Cast Masters, size wise too.
Yeah, small. Like these are quarter ounce. Both of these are quarter ounce. That's all you need. It's fun to catch them like that. I've caught them on Swedish pimples, all sorts of different stuff. Little spinners, and then of course a lot of people like using power bait with the little tiny treble and a weight up ahead of it. So this is one of the most popular ones here at the sand pond is the corn yellow, so it smells like corn. Mice tails are incredibly popular. I didn't grab one of those.
Yeah, let's quickly talk how they fish this, because people may not know how to set this up. Like,
it's pretty simple. You just have your weight and maybe about 18 inches to this hook. You can use an egg sinker, bell sinker, big split shot, doesn't really matter. And then, 18 inches or so to a tiny little treble hook. This is a 14.
Yeah, they probably can't see that, but it's a tiny little treble.
This is 14. That's like on the big size, and guys go all the way down to 18. And the reason for that is because you want this to float, and if you use too big of a hook, it just won't float. So that's the main thing there. And then, of course, the mice tails. I think there's a package over there. Something I never thought was going to take off, but I saw a ton of these things for those.
Oh, the guys that are like hardcore inland trout, like they love the mice.
And you fish it the same way as the power bait, which is kind of weird, but it works. And then minnows, live bait works pretty well. We just got in a shipment of rosy reds; those work great for the trout. So
and inline spinners,
inline spinners, all sorts of stuff works for them.
Yeah, so. We've got the vast majority of everything we talked about we have here. So if you're looking to get out for the inland trout opener, feel free to stop by, grab a couple of things. Don't forget, you do need an inland trout stamp for that. Your Lake Michigan stamp does not cover the inland trout fishing. You do need that, and you can get it from Illinois DNR directly from the website. Remember, we don't sell licenses, so we're gonna run that down. Any questions? All right, let's see here. Keith Face said, I fish out of Benton Harbor, Michigan. I went over to Lake Erie walleye and perch fishing last week. Was in deeper Ohio water. Limit every day. Perches on fire everywhere. Nice.
That's awesome.
I thought about.
Wish we had that here.
I thought about going to doing a trip over to Erie right now. Actually, I really have been thinking about it. All right. Are you going to have rosy red minnows in the winter?
As long as people keep buying them, I'll keep ordering.
Yeah, as long as they're being bought, Rob will keep ordering, he said.
How are you doing?
Opener starts today, Jacob. The inland trout opener is today. One other thing we should mention, we're going to our winter hours starting this coming week. So going
just for like the next month, and then I'll go back to working full time.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right. So wait for the rest of this month then?
Well, for the next like 4 or 5 weeks.
All right.
For like Thanksgiving.
Got you. So about for the next month, we're gonna have limited hours. So it'll be Monday 9 to 2. Tuesday will be closed. The rest of the week it'll be 9 to 2. Saturday it'll still be normal 9 to 4, and Sunday we open 9 to 2. And we'll do that up until around Thanksgiving. Then over the winter we'll open back for regular hours. Okay. Cheyenne said, "Hi, remember us, the husband and wife duo that rigged up our new boat. Thanks for all the help this season." Yeah, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us on the live. Happy to help. Looking forward to hearing how the fishing goes for you guys when you guys get all set up for next season. Do you guys get perch here? If you're looking for perch, listen, the big perch, if you're going to do perch fishing, 100% just go down to Chicago. Go down to Chicago. That is going to be the best place for numbers of fish, access to them. We've got Navy Pier. Now, it's going to be interesting because last I saw, the private property where the slips are at, 87th Street slip and all that, I think it's under new ownership, and I think the new ownership is actually being very strict on people on the property. So I have to look into it more. It's possible that 87th might be off of the list of fishing, which is going to be pretty detrimental to shore anglers if that happens. But it's private property; there's nothing that can be done. And honestly, technically, all these years, if you wanted to be technical about it, people have been fishing there illegally the entire time. They shouldn't have been there fishing. So we'll see if that's actually enforced. But perch fishing is locally, you're better off just going to Chicago and checking it out. And I'll tell you this: if you've never fished downtown Chicago, it's an experience. I would make a trip of it. I know Chicago gets a bad rap, but if you're going there to fish and you're downtown, it's a nice time. Take the kid out. Taking the views, it's a very different experience with all the big architecture and the skyline as you're fishing, catching the fish. It's pretty incredible. It's worth doing, a couple of times, and checking it out there. Let's see here. What other flavors for power bait work?
Just the regular power bait, like extra strength. The glitter works. We have garlic that works. I have actually. We got a lot of power bait.
We got a lot of guys. We got a lot.
Way overboard.
Colors and scents.
I have way, and then there's the eggs, and then there's the gulp ones. Yeah. So I have way too much variety of power bait. Just for this little sand pond down the street. Almost every one they make. There's garlic eggs.
I never thought about using this for when our harbor browns come in. I never thought about that.
I've heard of some people catching.
Yeah, we always think about it for the inland trout, but I
don't know if it would be my first choice, but I bet it would work. So probably more often than we give it credit for.
Especially something different. They don't see that all the time.
Right.
Maybe someone give it a shot. Let us know how that works. All right. Good morning. Once again, guys, before we do the giveaway here, go ahead and if you have not written in the chat, type something in chat. Just say hi. For those of you that have not said anything yet, just say hi so Rob can find you.
You're at 47 right now.
Yeah. So if you have not said anything at all, if you've been watching this whole time, which is great, thank you. If you want to enter in to win, just say hi. Rob will write you down real quick, and we're going to do the drawing here for the Okuma downrigger rod and reel setup here. Again, we're going to be giving away the Convector Pro downrigger rod. This is
a really nice rod.
Yeah, a little 8-footer. Yeah, it's really nice. Really, really nice. Fish feel great on there. And the new Coho A-series reel will be coming with it, okay? Does that include by boat on 87? No, if you're on boat or any kind of water vessel, you're not going to be impeded by the private property thing if they actually don't allow people on there, because you're fishing the water, so they can't stop you from fishing the waters. You just can't be on the land. So this could be huge for boat folks, because every year there's so many people on the shoreline, boats can't get in there. They're going to bomb you with weights, because they feel like you're encroaching on their space, and it's a tight spot. But if they're no longer there, if they can't fish there, then it's going to be fair game for boaters to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how that plays out. It's going to be interesting. I can see the uproar now on Facebook.
Right.
All right, we got a couple more people said hi. Todd, did you get Todd? And Scott P.
Missed it.
All right. Any other questions before we do the drawing? Feel free to ask. Kenny P. wrote in there as well. Said hi. All right. I think we're good, folks. We're going to do the drawing here. We want to keep you guys busy this morning. We're going to go ahead and get the random drawer here. And all right, Rob, how many numbers? What's the
50
number?
total.
50 total. Nice even 50. I like it. All right, guys. Nope, we got one more. Jeffrey Hammond.
51.
51. All right. Closing it off, guys. Closing it off. Morning, Angler. And by the way, it does help if you guys hit the like button and stuff like that. We do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, feel free to. There's a wealth of information. And we will be resuming season 4 of our LMA podcast. So that'll be coming down the road here. Probably in the next month, I think. All right, we're going to start rolling it, folks. 51 total people entered in. We're going to hit the spin. I'm going to show you what it is. Let's see where it stops. Number 9. Number 9. No whammies. Number 9.
Paul Flannery.
Paul Flannery. Paul Flannery, if you're here. Paul, we need you to type in the chat. Say hell yeah. I don't know. Say something. Say something. If you gotta make sure you're here so you can claim it. Otherwise, we'll re-roll. Paul Flannery. Where you at there, bud? I know there's a little bit of a delay in the broadcast, so we'll give it a second here. There, hell yeah, there it is. All right, Paul. Hey, congratulations, man. You just got yourself hooked up with the Okuma Convector Pro. You've got the all-new Coho A-series reel. Great downrigger combo, all courtesy of Okuma. Thank you to Okuma for making this happen, supporting us, support you guys. Paul, reach out to us if you're local. You want to pick it up today. Give us a call at the shop after the live stream is done. Talk to me or Rob. We'll get that sorted out to get this to you, okay, bud? All right, guys, thank you for watching. We will have another giveaway next week. Mm-hmm. We'll figure out what that is. In fact, we'll ask you now. Should we do it again, like shore or boat?
Yeah, what do you want?
What do you guys want for next week?
Spinning rod and reel, or you want trolling rod and reel?
Yep.
You want to do the poll on there?
Yeah, let me set a poll real quick, guys. Hold on.
We didn't give them a choice for this week.
No, we force-fed you this one, but where is the poll? Do I have to do / I'll engage your audience. Okay, start a poll. Okay, spinning or trolling? Hold on one second. All right, guys, the poll is up. Please vote on the poll, and we'll give it a minute or two. In the meantime, any other questions, feel free to ask. We're going to let you guys dictate what we give away. You know, whatever you guys want to do, we're cool with. We got plenty of stuff. Okuma really hooked it up.
Yeah.
We got a ton of stuff to give away.
Thank you to Okuma for that.
Yeah, very, very, appreciative of what they're doing to support us here. Love the new cold waters. Awesome to hear, Jason. Vin said sure. Vin, make sure you vote for that, bud. We're just going to go by the poll. It makes it easier for all of us.
61% for a trolling combo right now. So if you shore guys want a spinning rod and reel,
you better call your buddies.
Yeah, you better get them all logged in on here and get that poll going.
Yeah. Jeffrey said, always crazy how different you guys fish compared to the PNW. Man, let me tell you. Maybe that needs to be an episode. That should be an episode about like how different it is. It is a world, and I've fished out there, and it is vastly different. Yeah, it's interesting, but I
talked to Jared from Yakima a couple weeks ago, and he was here over the summer fishing this side of the lake, but a little further north, and he did really, really well just fishing the West Coast techniques.
I saw that. I actually saw it in the video. Yeah, they were running their cut plugs. Yeah. They were running a lot of their stuff out there. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder what it would take for that to be more adopted here,
Yeah, I mean, the cut plug, like when Brad's came out with the cut plugs, we used to sell a ton of them. Everybody was using them. Then they kind of fizzled out. But we will have the Yakima versions of them come spring. Or maybe sooner. Who knows? Because I already got all this other stuff. So.
Nice. Hey guys, just want to mention the nighttime shore walleye stuff is starting to get good on the inland lakes. Nice. Do you know if the new reel parts can be retrofitted to the original cold waters? I have no clue, Scott.
I'm going to guess no, because they change. I mean, there's probably some parts that will, but I'm guessing some of the new parts will.
Yeah, the important stuff is probably new, yeah. Are you guys open to doing the raffles through Facebook? No. Facebook has too many rules with that, and it's too much of an issue. I like Yakima, Cohos, and Fall Kings. Nice. All right. Been twitching jigs and spinners. There you go. All right, guys. Looking at the poll here, we're going to end it. 60% decided to go for trolling. So next week, we'll go ahead and do another... we'll do another trolling rod and reel setup for the giveaway from Okuma. All right. So that's all we got. We appreciate your time for joining us on the live. You guys have a great week. If you go fishing, feel free to give us a call at the shop. Let us know how the fish has been. You know, people are fishing less and less, so it helps to get more information so we can update everyone else on what's going down there. So feel free to keep us in the loop. Thank you guys for watching. If you need anything, we'll be here at the shop, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
Next week. Bye.
Have a good weekend.